Alright, for our first problem, we're going to draw a Lewis dot diagram, and we're going to find electron domain, geometry, and molecular geometry, and whether or not it's polar or nonpolar. So our compound is nitrogen dioxide, and it's negative, not the positive one. So first, we're going to draw the Lewis structure, which essentially is a very basic structure. It's just nitrogen in the middle with your two oxygens on the side. But what I like to do is first find the valence electrons, which can be determined by the number over the element in the periodic table, depending on which column it's in. For nitrogen, it's 5, and for oxygen, it's 6, but since there's 2, that creates 12, and also since it's negative, you have to add 1, so that gives us 18 valence electrons. From that, we can determine electron domain geometry, which is determined by the number of bonds that are in your actual Lewis structure. So from our Lewis structure, we have 3 bonds. So since we have 3, that equates to a trigonal planar domain. So from that, we find our molecular geometry, which can be determined from finding your formal charge. And for oxygen, that's a -1, and for nitrogen, that's 0. And so it's the exact same as the electron domain geometry. And last, we want to find out whether or not it's polar or nonpolar. And from what we can assume from the top, it's going to be polar due to the nitrogen and oxygen dipoles not canceling out. And from that, that is the answer to all our questions.